What's going on, crypto enthusiasts? Inside today's video, we're going to be doing a follow-up on a certain political Chinese meme token that has 4x since the very first video I put out here on YouTube back in August of this year, which is only about 2 months ago. Now, for those that may not know, we are now about 15 days from the presidential election. And during the next 2 weeks, political tokens are going to have a focus here in crypto, which is going to give us an ability to make some pretty good money on these particular tokens in the next coming weeks. Now, one thing I do want to say that everybody needs to understand, political tokens are very time sensitive. Now, crypto in general is time sensitive, but these political tokens are very time sensitive. So now you may be wondering, what do I mean by time sensitive? Well, as I said before, we are about 15 days from the election. So from now going into the election, in my opinion, is going to be the biggest window for people to make gains on political tokens. Now, for me personally, not saying you should do this, but my political tokens will be sold before the actual election, and that's because I think we're going to see the highest peak before we actually know who becomes the president. That's just my personal opinion. Now, could it go higher after the election? Absolutely. But as you've already started to see here in the crypto space, political tokens are starting to rev up. So the political token we're talking about today is Chuan Poo. And as I said before, I put the very first video out on this project back in August when it was around the bottom out zone. And since then, it has 4x. Now, Chuan Poo kind of has a double meta. It has the Chinese meta going forward, and it also has the political meta going forward. And so if we briefly look at the very first video I put out before we look at today's chart to see what the price is today, I want to show you what the market cap was back in August. So if you look right here, as you can see, this video came out August 9th. So if we blow this up a little bit, you can see the current market cap at this time was 465K. And you can see the title for this video, I says, does this Chinese meme token still have potential? And in my opinion, I thought it did. And so if we head over to DEX tools, you're going to see now the current market cap is sitting at 2 million. And a 4x is a little bit over 1.8 million from that video. And so as you can see, if you look at the chart here, if you look at August 9th, which was the day I put out my video, right? You can see we were pretty much in a full consolidation period. I put out this video in the bottom out zone before we started to take back up, which is why I titled that video, Does It Still Have Potential? Because we were already surpassed the all-time high in the massive hype. We were down in the consolidation period. And so for people who took advantage are now sitting on a few X's. Now the team is working on getting this back to the current all-time high, which is around a 23 million market cap, which is basically a 10x from where we currently are today. So the question is, do you think Chuan Poo can get back to that all-time high with the presidential election approaching? I definitely think it has that on its side, and I do think it is possible. As you can see, things are really starting to rev up, and it does have a pretty strong community as well. If you head over to their Twitter, you can see they have just under 1,900 followers here. So if you want to make sure you have the right Twitter account, here you can see Chuan Poo Supreme. And one thing I mentioned as well is a couple of days ago, I said political tokens are time sensitive. A lot of money can be made during the next 15 days, all right? Can be made. So that means you have to take profits and you have to be very, aware of what's happening during the next 15 days. So again, if we head back over to DEX tools one last time, all-time highs around 23 million. At today's video, we're sitting around 2 million. I put my first video out back on August 9th, which was around 465K. So we are a 4x from then. And so again, political tokens are time sensitive, but again, you have the ability to make some money during the next couple of weeks. So be careful, be mindful, and only get into something that resonates with you. Let me know down in the comment section, are you a holder of Chuan Poo? Do you think it can get back to its all-time high? I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you on the next one.